the Weekly Feed. I'm Kyle Meredith. The Lone Bellow. Back with a new record, Then Came the Morning. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have made another small masterpiece.
Oh, man.
At this point, you can quit, and I'm sure in 25 years, you'll be into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame without ever trying anything again.
Holy cow. You've been talking to my mom?
Yeah.
I have. She says hi.
She wrote it.
Cool.
Postcards and everything. No, this is such a cool record because I guess, you know, coming from the debut and everything, and for what it meant, and for all the places that it put you guys, and what I mean is in those categorical boxes and everything, this one comes out and it's not that. Then Came the Morning doesn't seem like it's the, you know, the self-titled record. It seems like it's so different. Was that important to you guys? Was that actually on your mind to say, we can't be that?
From the beginning, yeah. We just wanted to rethink how we were playing our instruments, playing acoustics, electrics, and like really like be intentional about the words we write, the melodies we sing, and the things we play, you know.
So it even came down to the words, like even beyond that. Like.
Yeah, I think so.
And Brian made a hard line rule about strumming. So there's like several songs that I wanted to strum so badly.
Yeah.
It's like none.
No, sorry.
No.
All riffs?
No, no,
All
no, not like that. You know,
So
I
many
just felt like it was like a lot of times, and it's a beautiful time in music that we came in. A lot of times, a lot of that space that's beautiful on songs that can really help build tension.
Yeah.
Are just filled with, you know, a strumming guitar, which I love it. There's strumming on the record. It's just like sometimes it's almost like you wanna find another way to do it.
Right.
You know.
Don't lean on the usual crutches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it did work out, and I know. I mean, it's been talked about. You know, you guys were placed in the new folk revival and everything, and that's the cool thing about this is because it's not that. This is not a folk record. It's not a country record. It's not a rock record. You know, whatever it is, it's you know, cool. And that's what I said. Is, you know, to go into that and saying how do you not do that? How do you not fall into those trap falls of the stuff you know how to do?
I mean, one of the things that was on our minds when we were working on all of the instrumentation and everything is we really just wanted each song to just like lend itself to whatever instrumentation wanted to be on there. So like sometimes that meant like French horn and flute, but we had the time to have some fun and really go down the rabbit holes together.
The luxury of time.
Yeah, it was.
Works out every time.
And you know,
amazing.
Aaron Dessner producing and almost becoming like the sixth member of the band. Wasn't too bad either.
But he's not here tonight.
No.
He's not.
You're going to be in the band. You got to put in the work. There has been a lot of time on the road. It didn't seem like there was a lot of downtime in between. You all have families. Was it to the point where you're going, do we have to do a second record? Because once you get off and you're there, it seems like now you know, before the second record comes out, now you know what it takes to be in a band. Like, was that hard? Was that difficult to say, let's keep going?
I mean, we had like 40 songs that we had written that we were really excited about.
Yeah.
And the prospect of being able to go into the studio, a situation like at Dreamland with Aaron, it was really exciting. It didn't feel like work to me. It just felt like being a part of something. I was just like a piece of a little puzzle.
Yeah. But as far as being away from everybody and stuff like that, like, have you guys kind of figured out how to be a human being on the road when you're separated like that?
Not quite, but I think we have with our significant others, our friends, our community back home. We have figured out how to like our expectations are kind of in the right place for how to live life. So it's a better than we have to do everything. It's better than that. It's like we kind of know what to expect and we can plan our lives and not just get caught up in a whirlwind kind of thing. You know.
It's kind of nice. There are two themes I know that stood out a lot to me on the new record, Then Came the Morning. One of them is faith. And I listened to that, and what jumps out at me at first part is there was a time when a lot of bands would have shied away from saying, you know, we have faith and we're going to sing it in a song. You know, there are lots of references throughout the record, sometimes cloaked and sometimes very obvious. Did that ever play a part for you guys, where you've ever thought, I don't know, can we do biblical references? Can we do this or that? You know, Did that ever get, were you ever afraid of that?
I don't think you ever want fear to be a motivating factor when you're songwriting.
Yeah.
I think we try to be honest, and we try to write from what we really do believe, but also you don't want to be, at least some people do, I think, but us, we don't want to be polarizing for the sake of being polarizing. So we are very intentional about how we talk about it, but yeah, it's not something that I think has to do with fear.
Because you don't come across as it's not like a Christian rock band or something like that.
No.
This is something more very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the grimace in that too.
Like,
it's like, ugh.
You just gotta be yourself.
Yeah.
No, if not, you would get really, really bored singing the songs over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't believe in them, just be like, why am I leaving my kids 3 weeks at a time? Like, it just wouldn't, it wouldn't pan out. I would need to do something else with my life.
There's a lot of weather on this record too. There's storms. There's cold. There's metaphorical weather.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And literal.
And
We
literal
are-
And literal weather.
We are in a van a lot of the time, driving through all kinds of weather.
That's the point though, when I can look and say, is everything all right? A metaphorical storm isn't the happiest thing to project. What was going on in the background that you got to say, ugh.
Yeah. Life.
Life.
I mean, sometimes it's just hard to be a human,
Yeah.
and it's normal, and you have good days and bad days, and that's the honest thing about it. If you want to push it under the rug, you can, but I think it's important to share it, with our crowds or with music in general,
Wear it on your sleeve.
Why not?
And you don't mind singing it over and over, putting that sleeve out there.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to a point where you have to act? Do you have to act out the emotions? Are you able to still kind of cut into all those emotions?
I think
Well,
if
that's why
we
we make
ever
all the
had to
notes
act
anyway.
out an emotion, it would be like a red flag
Yeah.
of like, what's my motivation here? Yeah, I don't
Well, I
think
guess it's because you guys' live shows have become kind of legendary for as much as you guys put into them and everything.
Oh,
For
thank you.
some entertainers, though, that's they come in and say, "This is how you be a rock star." This is how you do it. And then for some people, apparently, you can't even help it.
We're not good actors.
Yeah. And we're not cool, so.
I don't think that's right. His mom thinks you're very cool.
Yeah, my mom does too, but that's about it.
My dad.
Well, I love this record. It is ridiculously good.
Thanks for
Thank you
listening
guys
to
so
it.
much. Yeah, it's so great to see you guys again. And,
You too.
we're around.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
It's the Weekly Feed.